back gamers to the the year-end Bubbie Bash Coffee Chat. We only did the one, but we're glad to bring it back.
Yeah.
Because I've been missing doing the VAs and these, and this is going to be the final one of the year. As you know, Bubbie Bash 40 was the last Bubbie Bash of this year, and we have the final
Smash Bub Mint 1.
Smash Bub Mint 1.
Yeah.
There's going to be a Smash Bub Mint. I don't know if it's going to be every 6 months or once a year. We're still just thinking about that, but very excited going into 2022 because I really think that the level of play has been ramped up, especially after
for sure.
especially after 40, and in this we had a lot to talk about this chat, and as many of you know, you were there. You went to Smash World Tour, and it was really great. Unfortunately, not everyone can make it, but I was glad to see most Bubbie Bashers come out and participate. And we got the year-end ranking to talk about, and the final Bubbie Bash of the year, Bubbie Bash 40, Bubman. So before we get started, though, I want to give a shout out to what we're drinking. I'm having some delicious hot chocolate. And you are?
I'm having some English breakfast tea with some milk and honey.
One of us is lying.
Yeah. You decide.
Anyway, so I do want to get into the discussion right away of Smash World Tour.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a great experience.
It was fantastic.
Great showing from everyone, I believe. I think, we all got to play against Mewtwo King. We can show some of those clips here. I think everyone there got to play against Mewtwo King. Some of us didn't do as well as others, but, we all had a great time playing him. And I'm shout out to Mewtwo King for playing.
Yeah. Thanks, NGK, if you're watching. We know you are.
Yeah, he's obviously, everyone watches these. And I do want to also quickly show off Danny G, one of our own players, getting tons of pictures, tons of signatures from all these top players.
Yeah.
Very exciting to see.
Very sick.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very, very cool to see.
Maybe we'll put them up on the screen.
Yeah, there they are somewhere.
I don't know.
But yeah, this is our own Danny G.
Yeah.
With like Plup and all those guys.
Plup.
Plup the tournament winner.
Easy.
Yeah.
Plup the tournament winner. A free tournament win for Plup, honestly.
It's kind of crazy it wasn't Aaron.
Yeah. We're so used to seeing Aaron win, and then he didn't even. It was luck of the bracket. Unluck of the bracket.
Yeah, Aaron got some hard matchups like whoops up and all that.
Yeah.
So, everyone did pretty well, I would say. Like, everyone did about as well as they wanted to,
Yeah.
I think. And it was very, very cool to see everyone. We got some doubles going. Maybe want to bring some doubles into...
doubles was a lot of fun. It was actually a lot more fun than I thought I was going to miss out.
I think we want to bring in some doubles into Bubbie Bash in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe as like a side event. Never replacing the main tournament. Everyone loves the main tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah, great experience. Smash World Tour. Gonna play a bunch of randoms. I know. Who was it? Aaron had a great time playing against some Ruben had a great time playing against a ton of Falcons.
Yeah.
Ruben loving the
Falcon.
Yeah, he loves the Ruben matchup. The Falcon matchup.
Might as well be.
It basically is a Ruben matchup. So great stuff to everyone.
I got my controller fixed.
Yeah.
Snap backless, very cool.
Yeah, well, I heard Weston got the controller fixed.
I don't know if he ended up getting around to it, but I hope he did.
Yeah, me too. I want to see him at peak performance.
Yeah.
Seeing these batches at peak performance is very exciting. And speaking of peak performance, great showing from everyone at Bubbie Bash 40.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It was crazy.
Bubbie Bash 40. I mean, another Aaron win, but like truly, the race for second was
the race for second was
could
incredible.
have truly been anybody.
Congratulations to Ruben for getting second place.
Yeah.
I was honestly expecting What's Up to take it, but Ruben came in, surprised,
Ruben
took so many sets.
Ruben's losers run was just
crazy.
back to back, just win, and then he reached Aaron and didn't play as well as he could have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely think, like, at least for me, if I'm fighting Fox as Falco and then I go into Marth, it's almost a completely different game. I have to change up a lot of things from those two characters. From like it really is just Marth, because like if I go from Falcon to Marth, it's like a huge change. Like it's always just a huge change if Marth's there, because you can't get away with a lot of stuff you've been getting away with other characters.
Yeah, because you can't really whiff punish Marth that much. You have to kind of outplay him, like think ahead.
Yeah.
And I really think everyone did well. I mean, I would say I think Whoops Up he wasn't playing on top of his game, but I think everyone else was. And I'm not saying he would have won if he was playing on top, but I don't think he was playing horrible. Yeah, I think it was a very good set that he played with Aaron, even though he didn't win. you know, Ruben has never beaten Aaron. Not many people have beaten Aaron. It's kind of like beating Armada.
Yeah.
And, you know, the side melee.
Armada's hated it.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm very excited to see Ruben take a set. He did take his first set off with Danny G. Congratulations. Danny G also playing really well.
Oh, yeah. Danny G was playing electric. Also need to talk about the pools, because this event has pools before, in which Adam did do the best.
Adam won every single pools match.
Adam did not lose a set.
Yeah,
so
which is pretty wild. Very good at Adam. You know, at Bubbie, the main difference between Bubbie and other ones is that there are pools before.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what pools are, sections of players, they play round robin, meaning they play everyone in their pool, in their group, and then whoever does best in that group gets a better seeding.
Yeah.
So, for example, like Aaron got second in his pool, and Garnouche got last in her pool. So Aaron went against her because it's supposed to be like an easier win. Our fireplace went out.
You have to relight it.
You got the flint and steel?
Yeah. We'll cut this out.
There we go. We're back in the fireplace.
We're back, and the fireplace has been relit thanks to oxygen.
We keep it lit here.
Nice rest.
Nice rest. So, you know, I think the pools are a very welcome addition, and I don't want to do them every time, but I think it really gave us a better idea on how to seed correctly.
Yeah.
And
I think, like, it's really unfortunate for the Garnouche, and probably Canada. I don't exactly remember who Canada faced first, but like as a viewer, I think this was seeding wise probably the best tournament.
Yeah.
Like, because it was just like good sets for most of the tournament.
you know, speaking of Canada, I think he played Weston first,
Mhm.
and then he went to lose. He lost to Weston, and then he didn't beat Danny G. But it was very close. It was game 5.
Right?
Yeah, went to game 5.
Yeah.
Very good showing. And now he has beaten Danny before, so I'm thinking maybe it's a problem matchup for Danny, or maybe D'Angelo just cracked at the Samus match.
Yeah.
This guy's cracked in
I
the
don't
future
know.
of the Samus matchup. But you know, I'm very excited to see more from him, because I think he showed a lot of improvement over the weekend, and especially in that last tournament. If we could like show a bit of a clip of Canada playing here, but he was going off. It was crazy. You know, very good stuff for Canada. Yeah, unless it's not there. I'll have to find it somewhere. But it was really good. It was really good stuff from Canada.
Yeah.
He was moving, he was grooving, he was taking games off Danny, and he almost got it. And knocking Danny out of the tournament, that really would have been huge.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We got
Oh yeah, we do have the
rankings here.
yeah. After that, you know, I do want to say real quick.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Bubbie 40. If Aaron won it, he was supposed to get banned.
Right.
Because that was going to be 20 wins in a row. But we discovered something controversial.
Yeah, crazy
Update.
Absolutely.
He didn't win 20. He didn't win Bubbie Bash
19.
Yeah, he's won 19. He didn't win Bubbie Bash 20. Danny won that one.
Insane.
So we have one more tournament that's going to be at the beginning of next year, where Aaron has a chance to win,
Yeah.
or a chance to lose.
Yeah.
So you know, if you're out there, who could it be? It could be Garnouche. Garnouche's been showing a lot of
It's
improvement.
up to you. It's up to you.
So it could be anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to see what happens.
We do have these year rankings. I'll
Let's
get
get those
into them. We can sort of just go through them.
I think we do it from
last.
Yeah, so quickly explaining these year rankings.
Yeah.
The way they work is we took every player who's ever played in the Bubbie Bash.
Every player.
So I think it's total 15.
Yeah.
And even if they've only played one, they're in this list. And we average their placement. So like, say Aaron got 5th 5 times, which didn't happen, but he got 5th 5 times, his average placement would be 5th. Right?
You can't see.
Yeah, it's very
It's
in-depth.
complicated. You
Yeah.
can see.
Don't
that there's
spoil,
a
no
lot of-
spoilers.
There's a lot of writing.
So, we took those averages and then put our own personal opinion in there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go over which ones are close, which ones I think are like very clear, and you know, get right into it. So,
In the last place.
yes, number 15, we got Skeleton.
Yeah, I don't think that needs to be talked about. I mean, Croft has entered what?
He was in one tournament. Yeah, he got 9th place in one tournament.
Yeah, well, that 9th place is pretty awful.
Yeah, not great. And we value consistency over peaks.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion, I think that's more important. And we'll get to that
And if
later
you
on.
have consistent peaks, like a player we all know and love, then
Yeah.
you might find yourself in a high spot. Next we got
No. Oh yeah, Kitana. A friend of Emderville. He was there for, I believe, one
One
tournament.
tournament as well.
Laggy as hell.
Yeah.
Lost.
I played him in friendlies, and it was really bad connection. Like really bad.
So I don't blame him for not coming back, but we don't really have enough data to put in there. So, but we did want to include everyone.
Yeah.
So, you know, no shame, no hate or anything. It just we don't really know.
I doubt he wanted to play it also.
Yeah.
Like it was really bad connection. I know he said like I wasn't hitting stuff because of the connection. It's like
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it was really bad.
Rough. Next we have Will. Now Will is actually in quite a few, right? Like a couple.
No, he was in one.
He was in one also?
Yeah, you can see here. And
oh, wow.
You got second. No, not second. No, this is Will. Will got. Did that really put it out correctly? Looks like fifth.
Yeah. Who knows?
No, you got seventh. You got seventh in one tournament. Yeah. He was also laggy.
People have played friendlies with him like off and on.
Yeah. I've played it against Will offline, and you know, no shame or anything. It's just only one tournament. You know, sometimes it might have just been a bad day.
Yeah.
But we're going off the data we have and what we've seen in tournament, and this is what we think he should be placed at.
Yeah. Next up we have Garnouche. Now Garnouche has been in quite a lot of tournaments. She just always gets last.
Yeah.
And like she is improving. That goes without saying. Like that's not a question. It's just that everyone else is also improving. So as she gets better, everyone else gets better. She just has to catch up essentially, and that's very hard with everyone being so competitive and trying to get better. So
I have some inside information that Garnouche may be on the grind. So
Garnouche is on the up and come.
Garnouche is on the up and up. Yeah. So I'm very excited about that. And again, even though I believe Kitana won a game, Noosh has played way more.
Yeah.
So I think that's more important because if you come and just get last place once versus getting last place 100 times, I feel like the last place 100 times is like, hey, you've been coming, and she's taking games, you know. I don't know. So like, you know,
I remember a particular set being close. I think it was versus Danny or something.
I think it was against D'Angelo.
I'm not sure. It was real close.
Yeah, it was real
on the wire. Next we have Dat Fish. Dat Fish has been in a little bit of tournaments.
Dat Fish is the classic rival of Garnouche.
Yeah, sort of like the same situation as Garnouche, really.
Yeah.
I don't think he plays as much because he doesn't really have time now, but always nice to see him when he does show up.
He does he often takes a set, and it's very exciting to see Fish play. He's just a consistent, you know. He's like a gatekeeper to the higher tiers. Actually, maybe we'll be seeing that soon. A gatekeeper.
Yeah.
But he's almost there. But next up we have Roblox God, Cam. Inside information, he may be coming back. I don't know.
Maybe on the grind.
He did play recently. We haven't seen him in a long time. He plays Buff.
How did he do it?
I don't know. He played like 2 games against Adam, 2 games against Weston, and then had to go.
Oh,
but I will inquire them how he did. But you know, when he does show up, he gives us a show. Gets some crazy rests.
Yeah.
Almost got an upset against Danny G.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was wild. And I think he did also pretty well against Aaron in one tournament. I think he took a game or it was a 3-0, but it was close.
Yeah.
So, you know, very good showing from him. And I just feel like he has a lot more going for him. Like, even though, like, it's hard for these lower placements because a lot of them do have the same results, but we kind of have to, like, put our own opinion in there.
Right.
And I do think Cam has a bit more skill than the rest of them.
Next up, we got Emdravel. Emdravel entered two.
He entered 2 Bubbie matches. He got second both times. But that makes him sound really good. And he is really good from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But you know, no consistency. And I feel like everyone else above him had first place, consistent second. Like if you really think about it, he has nothing and then second places. Where if we go to a higher person, I'm not gonna name anyone, but they have like 1 first place and then a bunch of seconds. Like that's better.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I think what really hurt him is the lack of playing. Because I think if he did play more, he would have really skyrocketed because he was good. But you know, unfortunately, we did not see more of him, and he's right in the middle.
Now we're getting into the some of the more consistent players. Starting with Ice Cola. Ice Cola was the first winner.
No, not the. I think
one of the first.
So
winners?
if we look at the stats here, pull them up on the screen. Here. Okay, she got first. No, she got second, first. So she got 2 first places, which is very good. And I try not to undervalue the old days.
Yeah.
You know, because I do think
Because we're still pretty close to them. I think we can start undervaluing the old days once we're
I think
further.
Yeah, definitely. But I still think like the next year we're not even going to worry about any of these numbers.
Right.
It's going to be a completely new list, which will be exciting. There should be 52 tournaments if we do them every week, like we did theoretically, which would be wild. Erin's going to win all 52 in a row. But yeah, the reason why she is above all these other players, even though she did start falling off near the end and didn't have like great consistency, I feel like those first places really mattered.
Yeah.
Because getting first is very good.
Yeah.
And I was saying consistency matters, or like, consistency matters more than peaks. But first place is the highest peak you can get, and she got it twice.
Yeah.
So I do think it's very important that we value those a lot more than other things.
Also, she's a good player. Like she is particularly skilled at ultimate, so she was able to apply sort of that ultimate neutral with melee. I think it really helped her out.
Yeah, having some
especially when other people were like first starting out and had no neutral. She was able to dash dance and stuff. So that helped her out a lot. Next we have Perth Canada.
Canada's a personal favorite player of mine.
Really?
I always love seeing Canada play.
Yeah.
And kind of the same story. So this was a close one for me, in my opinion, between Ice Colo and Canada.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, Canada had so Brooke won the first, Brooke won the second and third tournament. D'Angelo won the first one and then didn't win again. She won 2, he won 1. So why is he above? Well, he has way more consistency.
Yeah, he's shown up a lot.
A lot of second place finishes. Like she had second, first, and then like not great showing. He had first and then just like good stuff, And like near the end, like recently he's been kind of faltering a little bit. But those early days, he was just consistent. And consistency I think is very important. And I think a bunch of seconds outweighs 2 firsts.
Right. Yeah.
I like 2 firsts. He has us first and a bunch of seconds. She has 2 firsts and then a bunch of like fifths.
Right.
So I really think that Canada really proved himself.
Canada also a very momentum-based player. He's very fun to watch. He can go down in losers and then he can make a crazy losers run. Like I think he's done it a couple times.
I remember that one tournament. If you look here,
one of his firsts is from a crazy losers run.
Yeah, Bubbie Bash 10. I remember he went off and got second.
Yeah,
right there. He went to loser like round 1 and just.
Yeah.
And I believe that was Aaron's first victory.
Wow.
And he fell to Aaron.
Really cool.
I think.
Next we have Paul Scrapp 3388. He's been here for so many tournaments.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the people who just always shows up and always respectable. He's very good at getting in his opponent's heads, I feel like, and sort of just hits you, which I like. I feel like he doesn't care too much about the matchup. It's sort of just like, I gotta figure out how to hit this character, and then he picks a move and hits him. And great results.
Yeah, fantastic results.
Find his name here.
He would be. So he didn't show up consistently until like the more modern era,
right?
But he was still showing up, and then he was at like every tournament. He was getting second, third every time. Again, no first place finish, but he did get like second every time, and he's beaten Aaron, he's beaten Danny, I believe. He's beaten everyone.
Yeah, he is beaten everyone, I think, except the next player on the list.
No, he has.
I don't think he has.
Oh wait, no, I don't think he has.
I don't think he has.
Yeah, I thought I got confused when the next one was. The next 2 were very close, I think.
Yes. I think honestly these 2 are very close as well. The next player is Ruben.
These next 3 are close.
Yes. Ruben N52. Unfortunately, was not able to come to a lot of events due to school, but every time he showed up, it was a good result.
Yeah, it was a fantastic result.
One of the IRL bashes, second.
He's been. I think both IRL bashes got second.
This Smash Bubman one, he got second. So
where is he? We're here. Yeah. So you can see. Yeah, he had fourth, third, fourth, second. Is this him?
Yes.
Yeah. Second. There. 5, 4, 2, 5, 5. Oh no, 5 is his average placement.
Right.
Okay, yeah, but he every single he got second place at the 2 in-person events, and he always really gave everyone a run for their money. He was never an easy bracket because all Ruben. It was a little hard to place him because he didn't play in that many tournaments.
Like I honestly could see Weston over him as well.
Yeah.
Like it really is just a toss up.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of just completely random.
Yeah, it's how you feel on that given day. And on this day, we felt that Ruben was higher.
Yeah, it's purely, honestly, because of probably recency bias. I mean, the Bubbie run was pretty sick to watch.
That's true.
So, yeah. And also, Weston has never beaten Ruben, at least in tournament.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Weston's completely capable of it, obviously.
It
just hasn't come around to it in tournament. So that could also be another reason on why.
Yeah, but if you're Weston watching this, don't be offended. It could have easily gone either way. Honestly, thinking about it now, I think Weston could be higher. Yeah, it's very close.
It's really a toss-up. I mean, it's the end of the year anyway, so next year is really going to be the decider, or maybe the wanker whammy. If you want to make that your decider, get excited for that.
Yeah, it's going to be the first. It's not going to be a Bubbie bash. We'll talk about it after.
Yeah,
we'll talk about
we can see if it goes into next year's rankings. Yeah, it's really, it's a toss-up. It's mainly just to be a fun tournament. If you guys want it to be ranked, it could be ranked.
We'll discuss it more when we get to the end of this.
Next we have Ben. Now Ben is a great player. I always he was really, he truly could beat Aaron. Like he was one who I feel like, I don't know, didn't get nervous. It was really just a gameplay error if he falls short. I feel like he either SD'd or something, but I feel like nerves never really got to him, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it was just like frustration.
Yeah, exactly. It was just about to say just frustration of not executing what he wanted properly.
Yeah. And speaking of like he almost beat Aaron, there were 2 tournaments in a row where he got second and brought him through the loser. Like Aaron was in losers, and he brought him to set 2.
Yeah.
We said. So, almost winning against Aaron twice in a row, and almost disrupting his run, which would have been crazy.
In Grand.
Yeah, in Grand.
I don't think anyone's gotten that close yet.
Yeah, and it was twice in a row.
Maybe Danny.
Danny's gotten close.
Danny 3-0'd Aaron, and then Aaron brought it to game 5 and 1, I think.
And I believe Weston and Grand had 3 stocked Aaron. I was like, oh my god, and then Aaron won. Yeah. So, very close. He was the closest to beating Aaron Grands, I would say. So, great showing. And, what is, I think, holding him back from, the top 3, which hit between him and the next pick, I think was extremely close. But I think he did have wins. Ben had wins. Back in the Danny era, he had a few wins. Where is he? Here. You can see he had a few first place finishes. But what I think really what separates him from the next player, Wupsup was in every tournament. He missed 2 and then 1 down here, I think. Yeah, he missed 3 tournaments out of 40, and 2 of them were like the early days when he played Mario and just Fireball. So
got a lot of seconds on here, a lot of thirds.
Yeah, tons of seconds. Wupsup, unfortunately, he's never won a tournament, but he's showed up to every single one basically.
Yeah, and he's beat Aaron in a couple sets.
He's beaten everyone.
Yeah, he's taken a set off of literally everybody.
Yeah, and he swept through pools, which isn't on this list, but you got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, you got to keep it because that lets you know like the caliber of player. Because I know one summit, Mango destroyed everybody in pools, and then ended up not even going very far at one of the summits. So it's just a given day. Sometimes you're not playing your best, and then other times you're playing amazing. But
this was very close for me because Ben had a few wins. He had 3 or 4 first place finishes, and if he was more consistent, I really think he could have taken over Wupsup. But I just think that Adam's continuous playing, always showing up, always being there, always making the sets close. I think that's what really pushed him over the edge.
Something I think we both agree on is Adam's by far the most improved, and it's not even close. Like you said, fireballing as Mario, he wouldn't go near the ledge, he wouldn't do anything to being able to compete with somebody like Aaron, right?
Yeah, I would say
it's absolutely crazy.
I would say Adam has the greatest chance now of beating Aaron. That's my opinion. I know Danny has recently been the one to show up and beat Aaron with the sets he does lose.
Right.
But I do feel like right now Adam has improved a lot, and has been grinding the Marth matchup. And every time they play, I'm like, this could be the one.
Yeah.
And you know, unfortunately, it hasn't been quite yet. He has beaten him, but not in grands.
Yeah.
So you know, very exciting to see where that goes in the future. The Whoops Up Aaron matchup,
especially with Whoops Up playing Falco.
Yeah, he's switching to Falco. Supposedly. I was playing him yesterday, I believe. It was yesterday, and he kept going Sheik.
Right.
He would go Falco, and then it wouldn't work out, and he'd go Sheik. So I mean, I'm fine with him staying Sheik.
I'm fine with him staying Sheik too.
It's whatever he wants.
I just don't like this flip-flopping, you know. I know one of the tournaments he played Falco all week and then went Sheik in tournament. Like, what are you doing?
Didn't work out.
Like, if you can go bi-weekly if you want. Like, if you want to go Falco on a week, go Falco, like, whatever you're feeling. Just make sure, you know, you make a decision. You can't, it's like when Randall's there. And you're like, oh, do I want to go to Ledge or Randall? And then you end up dying because you couldn't decide.
Great analogy.
Yeah.
You just imagine Falcon going like, and then falling that way.
Yeah, exactly. You're drifting, you don't know where you want to go, and then you just kill yourself.
Right now, Whoops Up is Falcon.
You got to pick something.
And this is Sheik, and this is Falco, and he's
you got to pick something.
Yeah. I really feel like splitting his time hasn't been working out. He's got to commit to something.
Yeah.
And we could see our first Whoops Up tournament victory.
Yeah.
Starting the year with that could be wild.
Yeah, that could be crazy.
We mentioned Danny G, and Danny G, the old king.
Yeah.
Danny G and Aaron are the two remaining. And I, you know, it does seem very obvious who should be number one, but when you really think about it, it's closer than you think.
Yeah.
Because looking back at like the old ones, Danny first.
Right, yeah.
Right.
I'm looking at it crazy.
First. But then Aaron also first. But what really drove it over the edge is Aaron has 20 wins and he hasn't dropped 19 in a row.
Dude, that's insane. Just one.
So Aaron has not dropped a win in, we'll say 20. It's been 19, but he has a few other wins. Danny won, was dominant for that same period of time for 20 tournaments, I would say.
Right.
But he didn't win every single one.
Yeah, he didn't always win.
You know, it wasn't always. It wasn't guaranteed. Like we'd have a Ben win. We'd have Aaron did win in that Danny era.
Right.
Like he would win a tournament, then he'd go back to winning. So I think that's what really made Aaron go over Danny. And you know, it wasn't as close as the previous ones. I feel like the previous 4 placements were very tough.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
For sure.
And you know, I really think like Danny did a great job. Danny. One of my favorite players.
Yeah.
I know Giffey's favorite player.
Shout out to Giffey.
Yes. One of the big bubs. Watch it down over Danny G. But you know, Danny G does get second place on this finish PR on this year-end PR, and you know it's definitely nothing to sneeze at. Danny has taken the most sets out of Aaron, I believe. Yeah. Every time they play, I'm thinking that you know Danny could win. Yeah. Danny makes it close every time.
Danny also keeps it fresh. Like you always see him. You'll see like Aaron killing 3 hits, and you're like, oh geez, this is looking rough. And then Danny will do the same thing. Yeah. And you're like, well, where did he get that?
And Danny has been learning new stuff, grinding lately.
Dude, Danny's charge shots last tournament
they were good.
So good. They're so good. His grabs were good.
Danny was looking great last tournament.
He was looking great.
And I think he was trying so much new stuff that, you know, he was doing so much new stuff that he didn't know how to use it all.
Right.
And he was dying for it. But I really think, like, if he keeps at it, he'll be like, okay, this is where it's good.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, overall, it was really good. It's just, he might not have done as well as he normally does, but I think everyone was playing wild.
Yeah,
so
everyone was playing cracked.
So, you know, still really good stuff to Danny, and I'm excited to see where he goes. And he's been practicing more, and like I saw pictures of him practicing in the airport, which is very exciting to see. I always love seeing people using Uncle Punch training mode out there.
Download it. We have the link in the Discord.
But you know, very good stuff for Danny. You know, the original king. I remember the days when we were like, "Oh, Danny wins again," but now we're like, "Please, Danny, win again." You know, now we're, you know, but he was as dominant as he was. No one has been as dominant as our first place. You all saw it coming. Ado, I don't know how to say it.
People have been calling him Ado, more so because it's better. This is a player who came in sort of, you know, skillful because he had played the game before, but you know, I think when he first came in, it sort of shook him up because, you know, Danny's play style and all this.
I believe he got 5th in the first round, which is wild.
But he, I think, I don't know if this is so much the case now, but at least it was. He grinded more than any other player when he first started. I've magged with him so many times because like after every loss he'd be like plum mag and then we'd mag it and then he wouldn't lose again.
Yeah.
So
it's like doomsday.
Yeah.
Can't be defeated the same way twice.
He immediately would just adapt, and then to the point where like he hasn't asked me for a maga in so long because like he's got it himself. You know?
Yeah,
he
does
analyzes his own opponent, and he's like, and I'm sure there'll be a day where he comes back and he's like, I need a maga because somebody else, you know, maybe shines through, but. As of right now, that is not happening.
I think he can kind of just self-mag at this point.
Yeah.
You know, he can watch his own sets back and realize what he's doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's reached that level. And, you know, that is a great... I kind of forgot that he did grind that much.
Yeah.
It always felt like he's been number one, but there was a time where he was losing.
No, he's super grinded. Like every opponent he lost to, we would mag it every single time. And then from that point on, like he didn't lose.
Yeah.
Because if he did lose... he would beat them in the same tournament. So, like, it didn't even matter.
Yeah, every time he went to losers, which it happened more than often than you think.
Yeah.
He got sent to losers a few times per PR season.
He's definitely a player that, like, gets better as he plays, so...
Definitely.
So when he got sent to losers early, it was like, yeah, that makes sense.
And, you know, just very dominant, only losing a few times after his reign began. You know, I remember we're like, are we in the age of Ado? We certainly are.
We were when we said that.
I don't know if we still are.
It don't.
We definitely still are, but like I don't know if it's gonna end soon. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's like the Roman Empire.
I honestly, and I don't know if this will jinx it if you believe in that sort of thing. I think the wanker whammy is gonna be wild, and I don't think Aaron is gonna win. Not dissing Aaron in any way. Not that Aaron can't do it. He of course can. I just feel like it's gonna be wild, and we might see some crazy stuff.
I see something crazy.
So, who knows?
So speaking of like this basically concludes our discussion of this segment, but I do want to bring up that like the point of the Bubbie Bash is to get players up to a certain level, where they basically graduate on from the Bubbie Bash.
Right, exactly.
You know, this is a low-level player tournament, and we want these players to be able to just go out in the world, and play anyone.
Go to a tournament such as Smash World Tour and play and at least have fun. At least feel like they're not completely hopeless. By the people they face in bracket. We
started this because we needed more people to play with.
Yeah.
You know, I believe at this point I enjoy playing. You know, most of the players on this list.
Yeah.
You know, Aaron's always a joy to play. Aaron feels like I'm playing. You know,
I love playing Aaron.
Someone pretty. Because like every time I play Aaron, if I lose, I'm like, you know, I was playing fine. Or Fireplace when I got me. You got me, Aaron.
Yeah.
You know, some of the other players, when I lose, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, okay. I say, see me on land. You know who you are, Ruben.
That's facts, dude. But, you know, and that's also something that I want to say about Webstuff. Because, you know, Ben may have won more.
Right.
And, you know, I guess the same thing with Ruben also. Like, Ruben may not have done as well overall as, like, Weston.
Right.
But I feel like Adam and Ruben have improved so much, and that's what we want to see. We want to reward that.
They are also, like, they're good and friendlies, both of them. They're very good and friendlies. And, like, we notice that when we play them. We notice.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, like, dang.
Yeah, I'll be playing Ruben and I just die.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, like,
where did this come from? But, like, Adam has improved so much. Like, if we can get some old
Most
improved
Adam, totally goes to Adam.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how this video is going to be if you put some montage of each player there. If not, that's too much work, Grayson. This part's not it.
Yeah, but whatever. We can give us some awards real quick.
Yeah.
You know, Adam definitely deserved most improved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he started off just going to ledge, throwing fireballs.
Dude,
he was horrible.
He was crap.
Yeah, it was terrible.
No one liked it.
Played Blue Mario.
Yeah.
Told him to play Doc. Then I was like, nah, play Sheik.
Yeah.
And, you know, here's where we are today. Now, he might be switching to Falco, which I honestly support it. I think that supports it. I think that helps his play style.
I think for sure it's a more fun character for him, and he doesn't lose the defense that Sheik has. Falco has defense. You just have to play him that way, and you don't see a lot of Falcos play that way, but you can. You certainly can. I think most improved definitely goes to Wubs Up. I mean, best obviously goes to Ada.
Yeah, best goes to Ada. And, you know, I guess we could do... like going forward, who we think will improve the most. And I have my eye on Garnouche. Garnouche, like I was playing her recently. Adam's been playing her like since Smash World Tour. Something changed.
Right.
And I don't think you've seen her play, but she does a lot more what we want to see.
Right.
Like, and something I think is very key for a new player to reach is intentionality, which is like knowing what you're doing, meaning to do what you're doing.
Every move has purpose.
Every move has purpose, and knowing why you're doing something and knowing what to do. Like, I was playing her, and she hit me with those back airs you do, where you back air and drift forward. She did that with an air, and she's like, "Oh, I wanted to get away from you." Like I did that on purpose. And I was like, "That's what we want to see. That's the exact thing we want to see." And she's starting to hit short hop aerials. You got to get those L cancels in, and then everything will flow from there. Right. As soon as we get L cancels like that, everything's gonna be good. So I'm very excited for Garnouche. I also think Canada could show up.
Canada could show up, yeah.
And Ruben just needs to get better in tournament.
Yeah, Ruben does need to get better in tournament. He was messing up a lot of things, specifically like short hop stomp. He would go to stomp and then full hop and stomp on the top platform. And it's like those moments are so crucial, especially against a player like Aaron. Like if you're fighting someone who maybe doesn't punish you as hard and you miss it, then it's like okay, that's a fine miss. But versus Aaron, like Aaron gets you for it.
Yeah. I also especially for Falcon. Because Falcon, you get beat up and then you get a hit and win. So if you're getting beat up and then you get a hit and lose, you don't want that.
Yeah.
So like making sure you're not dropping your punishes with Falcon is key.
Yeah. Sure.
And I want to give out. Unfortunately, Giface can't be here today, but I do want to give out the Giface award to Danny G. His clear favorite player. He always played for Danny G no matter what. Even when Danny G was dominant, he would cheer for Danny G.
Yeah. Maybe that'll change next year, or maybe Giface will stay a super fan. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah. Well, we do want to have a bit of a discussion of the thing. The wanker whammy. We do want a bit of a discussion of the wanker whammy. And for those of you who don't know, the wanker whammy is going to be a tournament held probably at Weston's house.
Yeah.
Where, if you don't know where the term wanker comes from, people who often go to Weston's house are wankers.
Yeah.
And the wanker whammy is going to be run just like the Bubbie Bash, except instead of going to a separate room to compete, you're going to be right here with a bunch of guys behind you, and then you're going to be playing on CRT.
Yeah.
It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be cookies. We hope to see you there.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy.
Super cool.
And there'll be some fun side events.
Yeah.
Probably some doubles. Probably some Mario Kart.
Probably some doubles. Probably Mario Kart. Maybe some Wii Sports.
Yeah.
No one really knows. Maybe Mario Party. We'll see what games we got and see what we'll bring, and it'll just be a lot of fun. So we hope to see you there.
January 5th. Hope to see you there.
Oh,
and this
January 5th.
I believe it's January 5th.
I have no idea.
I think that's what we said.
Right.
But thanks you for watching. Thanks for playing in this fantastic year of the Bubbie Bash. Everything's been great. A bit of a rocky start, bit of some dips, but last half of the year, consistent.
Oh yeah, last half of the year is fire.
And great stuff to everyone. Very excited to see what happens next year.
Yeah.
And we'll see you right here this time next year for the same year-end ranking. Thing did not sound good.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you January 5th.